So, hi, I'm Matthias. I'm from Stockholm, Sweden, and 4 years ago I had a DVD rental company called Boxman, which was basically a Netflix clone out of the US that I merged with LoveFilm from the UK, which is now the biggest DVD video player in Europe. And that was amazing, and I was sitting around planning how to expand in Scandinavia when I one day got a phone call from a German investor who was just mentioned on the last slide, saying, Matthias, congratulations to your sale of your video site. I have this really cool thing in Finland that I would like to work with you. I said, wow, cool, what is it? Well, it's virtual paper dolls. It's run out of the living room of a 58-year-old Finnish former cleaning lady and her concerto pianist son, who's never done anything in his life except play piano. And of course, I said, I jumped on, and what was then a collection of celebrity dress-up dolls is now a beautiful, creative virtual world for girls that's all about the 3 F's of Stardoll: fame, fashion, and friends. And because it is a little bit hard to grasp for you bankers, I made a little rock video, and if all tech gods are with us, we will see both audio and video now. I guess you got the picture now. So Stardoll, the country of pink, fame, fashion, and friends is our motto. The company now a little bit more than 4 years old. Today we are a website with girls. 96% of our members are girls. We just passed 40 million registered members a couple of weeks ago. The average age is much higher than an adult tends to think when they look at the site. So average age 13.8 actually. It's more because of the long tail of moms and grandmoms and others that also keep on the site. No testosterone on the site. Guys simply just don't like it. That's fine with us. Traffic usage. So we have about 12 million unique users a month from the whole world. US is our biggest country with about 2.5 million uniques a month. UK 1.1 million, which makes it, I think we calculated every second or third UK girl between 9 and 18 is or has been active on Stardoll. And the business model for us is a mix. So we started out as a pure virtual goods company. So most of the fun you can have on Stardoll is for free. You can get your avatar, or as we call it, me doll, for free. You can also get your first Stardollars, which is our virtual currency, for free, because we want everyone to have fun and be creative on the site and contribute to the community. But if you want more, you have to pay. So we have 26 different exchange rates, from the pound to the currencies I didn't even know existed, to be honest. And we sell clothes. That's what we sell. I mean, our users love to play dress up. It's an ancient game. It's nothing we invented. Something that's been played by girls of all ages in all countries forever. So we sell clothes, furniture, makeup, pets, tattoos, bats, etc. We have pink princesses on the site, but we also have hundreds of thousands of ice-cold goth girls. So our virtual currency is what we do, but we also managed to have quite a nice reach in this demographic. So we also do integrated advertising today, because really the gameplay of Stardoll itself is quite supportive, I would say, of brands and brand experiences. Our users are actually very angry with us for not having more real-world brands on the site. But we also use, since we are a browser-based website, even though it's Flash and it's beautiful, we also use traditional standardized formats, which a lot of the traditional media buyers are happy for. So we combine those two to give our advertisers a good experience on the site. Today, Stardoll is in 226 countries. I think that's all what Google Analytics has in its list. North Korea, I think we never put on our IP list. But the US is our biggest market, followed by UK, Poland, Brazil, Turkey, etc. So it's a pretty long tail. We also run the site in 17 different languages from our Stockholm headquarters, and I think there are a lot of lessons to be learned here, that markets that were, a lot of people don't think of as very mature. There is a lot of usage and a lot of user revenue to be gathered in those markets as well. I will not tell you the exact pie chart of our revenues when it comes to users, but it's not too different from the usage one. So we find, for example, that users right now in Poland are extremely eager to pay to be on Stardoll, which is great. The company, we're about 90 people today. Located, our headquarters is in Stockholm, where we employ more fashion designers. I think H&M has more, but apart from H&M, we're number 2 in Stockholm in employment of fashion designers, only that we do digital fashion. So we run everything ourselves, we build everything in-house in Stockholm, and then we have commercial offices, London, New York, and Los Angeles. So what are we thinking about going forward? Well, one thing that certainly struck me this last year, not just distribution, but the fact that, companies like ourselves have to adjust to a world where suddenly you have 9-year-olds registering on Facebook in order to play a farming game or running a restaurant or other things. Is that Christian down there? Thanks, Christian. Christian, the CEO of Playfish. To be honest, I didn't see this coming at all, and if I saw it coming, I didn't think it would go down as low in ages as it is, but it's just definitely, it's there. And for a company like us, and I think for a lot of companies that you represent or talk to, it's definitely a fact. Facebook is an operating system for the web, and it's not just for college-educated men. It's for 9-year-old girls who last Sunday, when I visited my best friends, snuck out the family dinner, ran into their room, logged onto Facebook in order to farm some crops on there. Of course, this brings huge privacy and security issues. For a site like ourselves, we never allow our users to say their real names, where they live, what school they go to, etc. Both for security reasons, but also for play reasons. Stardoll is a fantasy world. It's about you can be whoever you want to be. You can try out to be the princess one day, the hip-hop girl one other day. So there's a lot of things coming at us and companies that are on Facebook that's going to be very, very, very important the next couple of months, I think. But of course, there are a lot of challenges also as well. If you have a distribution channel with 300 million active users that you can tap into via an API that wasn't even there a year ago, it poses new threats, but also opportunities for someone like ourselves, or maybe even BigPoint or some of the other companies that are on the web right now. For us as a company, monetization obviously is extremely important. As I said before, don't turn down a country where you might think that there is a very low level of payment. If you give people a local payment option, there is a much bigger possibility that you will be successful in countries where you don't think about today. For a freemium company that, like ourselves, that puts stuff in the free bucket or in the pay bucket every day, whether it's a feature, a dress, or something else, you know, what goes in which bucket is extremely hard and something we think about a lot. Ad sales is for us a fantastic opportunity. We heard before about Adconian. The market is there, it's growing. I think the next stage, important for websites like ourselves, is to go beyond the click and buy, the ROI, and actually get people to pay for branding online. Because yes, there is branding value, as some of our clients have seen. DKNY, for example, which is a client that has been with us for 2 years, has had such an enormous success online that we drive more traffic to dkny.com than any other website. And lifetime value. I mean, in the days where a new game on Facebook can get 40 million active players within a couple of months, we also might think that the opposite can happen. What is the life cycle of a game, and how fun is a game over time? I think for us, so far, we've proven to be the diesel engine of online games. We don't have that hyperactive growth, but we're growing very nicely over time. But the most important thing for us as a company is getting the fun right, delivering good old fun for our users, which is why we grew in the first place. Because when Lisa started out in Turku in 2004, she didn't think of building a company. She didn't think of business model. But she saw that there was something missing on the web, and that was someone who cared about having 12-year-old girls, making them laugh and having fun on the web. That's it for me. Thank you so much.